Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season number 25, the 2048-49 season, which is an absolutely incredible number to talk about. We've got a big episode. They're always big, but we are the fourth best team in world cricket out of 12 teams, so that makes us kind of a big deal. Now, last episode, we saw highs, we saw lows, we saw 112 points and 2 points behind India before we got thrashed by India, before we got thrashed by New Zealand. And some of them were not even close. In fact, we've lost the last 6 test matches straight if you include the 521 run defeat by South Africa. But I have added in a view the Test World Championship history, for us at least. So here you can see, in very small writing, every single season's Test World Championship. So the times we've come third on 66.65. We came third here on 53.83, and we came third in 2035-37 and 66.65. So 3 times we've been relatively close. From a positional point of view, you can see it's been a little up and down over time. 4 times we've come absolutely rock bottom, and currently we're in a mess. We're actually in 7th. And then our percentage points, 66.65 is what we've achieved twice. But actually, we've been a reasonable team the last probably 10 years. And we've actually got some big contests going on. We're playing against Pakistan away. We're playing against England in 4 test matches. And we're starting off going against Sri Lanka, a Sri Lanka team that's a little low down. But like I've said before, when we play Sri Lanka, they're not an easy team to play against. Right, so first test. There are some changes to the team. Now, there's one bowler I'm going to bring in, King, and I'll show you soon. He's out with a stomach bug, so he misses out on debut. Hughes is going to retain the new ball. Jones, 3 matches, 8 at 45 is not the best return, but 178 wickets at 25 in domestic cricket. Last year, 68 24, 64. Like, he's a good player, so you've got to believe there's a little bit more in there. Seeley's going to retain at 4. And then Big Perry Hunt's coming into the team, age 29. This might be a short-term solution to a big problem. But 5 centuries, 12 50s, an average of 55. Played cricket here, played cricket at Middlesex, did really well. Crap the year before. So, I might be talking myself out of it, actually. I might be talking myself out of it. Malcolm Paul, well, he only averaged 29 last year. But this is the problem. He only played 3 games. 3. Like, what do you actually learn about someone in 3 games? Either way, we're no longer a 5-star rated team, so we're on the downturn. We officially are. Our bowling attack is really crap. That is a takeout. They're expensive. We pulled it back a little bit, but they did go off like a train. That's a common theme for us here. Ali with 5 for 135, 104 wickets at 27. That's good. Tyrone Ali, 122 at 26, that's good. Strike rate of 56 isn't good. Hughes is on the way out, and Jones is just having a shocking start to a test career, 8 wickets at 52. Terrible again. Campbell scores 100, but then look at this. Mohammed, Murray, Seeley, Moabir, there's just nothing. Moabir is not the player he was. I keep coming back to it. This is test match number 100, and it may well be his last one if I can find someone else. Hunt was 65 on debut, I think is a nice little touch. He's 29-year-old, 65 games down into his first-class career. But that is a bit of exceptionalness, because Hughes has got 4, Ali's got 4, Spinner Ali with 2 for 7. I feel his bowling is... It's not Ned, is it? That's the problem I've got with him. But we need 215 to win on an uneven turning dick. We need a Rayford Campbell special. Ooh, we win. It was a Campbell special. He got 68, Jack 30, Moabir 42, Seeley 36, and we sneak across the line. We needed 50 to win with about 5 wickets left, and we just got across the line. Got to keep winning. Got to keep moving in the right direction. Got to get Tyrone Ali to number 1, but Ramesh Sapru, 23 average with about 30 with the ball, he's going to be hard to beat. Almost 5 stars with this team. Moabir's batting. This was the wonder kid. This was like the initial wonder kid that came through before Campbell blitzed him out of the water. But his batting is not good. Anymore, it's not good. Average of 19 2 years ago, 23 last year, 24 this year. Our skipper is going. Not going yet. He's just moving down the order. No, he's staying at 5. One more game. I was going to bring in Gordon, but Gordon's bowling's just horrific. I can't force myself to do it. Now, this is where I've got the conundrum. Do I go with a Jones or do I go with a King? Both got exceptional second team records. First team records, King's probably got the better record. In ODI cricket, King's played, Jones hasn't, and it's not pretty. T20 cricket, he's played, but it's not pretty. So he's going to play. That's what's going on. And I'm going to give... Oh, I don't want to give it to Campbell. I haven't got... Moa Beer's playing, so Moa Beer can stay as skipper. There we go. Oh, chance to win. At least 7 test matches lost in a row. At least we've won a test match this episode. Disappointing. There's so many times I say that. Ursha Ifran, 32 years old. He scores 150. We had them 4 for 64 and they score 400. 2 140 run partnerships back to back. Keep saying that the bowling is not good. We're lacking a strike rate bowler. Yeah, it's a substantial lead. It's 65. It could have been so much worse, but very usual for us. Spinner comes on. I can't see that Spinner. I've got my recording window in front. But he comes on and there's wickets just before the new ball virtually every single time. We get into this period here, 72, 74, 79. We lose 3 wickets really quick before the second new ball. Hughes does well to give us something with a little bit of an injection of pace. So also Murray as well. We should acknowledge him because he's turned it around from really bad form to scoring a couple of tons. Rubbish again. 319 for 9 and it's more of the same. Irfan with runs down the order. We bowled really well. 4 for 48 and they end up 299. 319 for 9 declared. Just ultra disappointing. Good partnerships from Sri Lanka. This one is a little bit out of reach. 3 and a bit sessions to survive or to go and knock off 385. Lose by 234. Brilliant. Just incredibly disappointing that our rise is coming to this. Hunt had a good series. So Campbell, yep, great. Moa Beer, usual rubbish at the moment. And the ball is such a problem. Like, we're just a below average bowling attack. And now the world rankings are being impacted. How are we going to hang in Pakistan when our team is performing like this? West Indies got knocked out the T20 World Cup and guess who's gone and won it? India. West Indies, well, we didn't even make it out the group stage. Just looking through this bowling in first class cricket, there's absolutely no one. There's some game faults going on that people like Ned are still on the game and taking up space in the game. 47 years old. Blackman at 40 can't get a game. So after a little break from the game, emotional discharge from it, we're going to play Pakistan in Pakistan. A team we've just started having success against. We're 4 and 9 against them overall. And away from home, all of a sudden, we're 3 and 2. But I do want to talk about the batting because our fail rates are through the roof at the moment. I've been looking at it and going, where are we going wrong? Because like you've always got hunches of what's going on. This is our team statistics year on year, and the best we've been is this current area. 40, 41, 42, 45, 46 were our best batting averages as a team. And if you go to the bottom, 2043, there was an off year, but we only played 2 matches. But generally, the 20s and 30s is when we were bad. And I'm like, well, I know we're bad this year. We're just not as bad as some years we have been. If we look at just openers in that time, we're peaking. Louis was great. Samaru was great. But Mohammed and Campbell are taking us to another stratosphere. 50, 59, 76, 43 averages all over the last 4 years. It's quite an incredible record that these guys have put together. We're a long way gone from 43, 44 where we're averaging in the 20s. Then we get into the meat engine. I've never heard it called a meat engine, but this is what we're talking about. Number 3 in the lineup. 2048, 7 matches, an average of 24. 2 centuries from Murray, but it's pretty poor. But then we get into this. This is where Moa Beer shined for so long, and this is where we severely miss him. So the best we've been in our middle order is around here. 43, a 41 average. And if we go down to the bottom, last year we averaged 22 from the 4 games, and 2048 averaging 26. So it's the middle of the order that's really causing us all the problems. Likewise, if we do the same for bowling, we've got some issues because 2048 is the worst year on record. I sound like this is the news. It's the hottest year on record. We're actually cold, so we're ice age. But really, really poor. Averaging 35 with the ball. That's the worst we've been. Likewise, the best we've been was during the 30s, where we had Anderson, Thorne and Gamroop and Ned still in their pomp. And just looking at the rankings, because Pakistan, let's remember, a couple of years ago, were back-to-back #1 team in the world and back-to-back Test World Champions. They're down in number 3 now. Or they were before this episode on 114 points. So it's still up there in their peak era. It's a massive contest for us. A win here is huge. A loss here is tragic. Am I over-egging it? It's not even an egg. So here we go. 3 matches. And I do think there's a little bit of a game fault coming on with us having so many of these old guys in domestic cricket that normally retire. It causes us a problem and then people don't get picked. So there's a guy here I've called up. And this is, I can't believe I'm going to explain this. But 110 wickets at 14 in second team cricket is exceptional. 61 at 13 in one day cricket, second team, is exceptional. And 46 at 12 in second team T20 cricket is exceptional. Now, he's played no international cricket, and I hate to say it, he's played no first class cricket either, but I think I'm going to play him. And our batting lineup just feels, not a joke, but I'm really not sure who's who in the zoo. We've got this guy we've brought into the team, Sonny Alford, 24 years old. He's averaging 33, but he's averaging 50 in one-day international cricket. One-day domestic cricket averages 52, so there could be something quite special there because remember, that's where Campbell and Murray both came from. But we're a long time removed since we had a really strong middle order and stability. We've still got Hunt in there. He's averaging 71 from his 2 games and seems to have done a good job at 7. We've got a spinner's Dick. I really hate the fact I live in New Zealand and I feel like that's an appropriate name to call a pitch. So it's there's challenges with this team. I don't feel we're a million miles off something, but there's so many new elements to the team. Like, we're just coming into this game and we're giving 2 debuts. Mo Abir still retains a slot in the team somehow, but that's based on not having anything better to come in. It's going to be a tough game. It is advantage Pakistan. Staples got a wicket on debut, second spell, 81 for 2, LBW. I can't believe this. He's never played a professional game of cricket. Here's a test match, sir. Make it 2. Caught in the deep. It doesn't matter how you get the wickets. They all look the same in the book. Make that 3 before lunch for him. He's running through them. Straight after lunch. Beat him by pace. Now we've got a problem. Seepersad is injured. This is not going to end well. 5. He's got 5 on debut. We've got 3 bowlers. We don't care. Last player to do this was Gordon, and he had a great career, right? Somehow we bowled him out for 225. Off the back, we even gave him the first over. New ball. That is just the most bonkers thing I think I've ever done on the game. And for one game, it's worked. Also, Ali needs some plaudits here. 3 for 35. Bowled a lot of overs on day 1. Only went for 2 boundaries. And was really, really good when we needed him. We've only got 9 wickets to play with. They lead by 23. We've collapsed. We've gone from 5 for 186 to 202 all out. Alford and Mo Abir. So Alford on debut scoring 57. Like a little bit of that. If he finishes with a 57 average here and 51 there, 50 there, I'll be very happy. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single-digit scores, and we're a player down. 3 bowlers. It's all we've got, and we've bowled them out for under 300. It's actually a fantastic effort. They added frustration towards the end. Usaf, 29 years old. He scores 74, which is a test match best, but he has got a first-class century to his name. Ali was fantastic. Had to bowl for him about the 10th over in as well. He puts up a wonderful performance for us. Staple finishes with 7 on debut, which I think is an admirable effort, but we do need 316 to win on a turning pitch, and we are not good on a turning pitch. Oh, we've lost by 8 runs. I actually can't believe it, and it's the Seepersad injury that has done us. That is such a great effort. Seeley goes and scores 122. Test match century #1 coming in just his 4th game. He was amazing in this. 75 not out for a hunt. He just started to hum to try and get us across the line, but the last 3 wickets go 174 and we've lost. It's a fantastic effort by the team. And gives me huge confidence that we've got a number 4 in this lineup. C. Prasad's going to miss out. I am chomping at the bit to bring King back in. He's averaging 27, 7 wickets in his only game so far. Excellent first 108 wickets at 205. 5 wickets at 27, sorry, in Test match. And a second team average of less than 20. So pretty happy with that. Newman Jack's probably a little unlucky to be left out of this team and not involved, but what can you do? You can't please everyone all the time. We're just under 4 stars with the bowling change. It's a very inexperienced bowling lineup of Staple and King. 2 tests between them. Oh my days. Staple. I keep calling him Staple. He's at it again. Okay, less than 300. King with 4. I'm pretty happy with this. 31 years old. We don't get young bowlers at the moment. We've got older type of bowlers. He's also got 2 first-class centuries to his name. So hopefully he can do better than he did last test. But good performance with the ball. Staple with 3 for 83. He's a staple of the team. No, it's 2 games, mate. Okay, lead by 31. It's good enough. Fuller Murray, 33. 2 LBW appeals, 3 catch ball shots, 151 off 260 balls. Test match century #9 to go with 12 one-day centuries. I feel we missed out a lot on this guy across the years, but he does this. Nothing, but he's a 100 guy. He's a big-time player. Moabi is in form as well. The drop down to 6 is suiting his game nicely. 31-run lead, a bit of uneven bounce in the air or on the pitch. 186, 187 to win. Yusuf scores 110 out of their 217. That is an excellent effort from him because at times we were looking very good with the ball. Staple goes 5 for 55. We've seen guys start really well for us. Remember Baxter Spinner? He started red hot. But this guy, 2 first-class games in his career, 2 test match fifers. That's absolutely incredible. Also, Ali, of the Brandon variety, 122 wickets at 27. Sneakily old at 33, unfortunately. He was great here. Just before the second new ball, that's what really put us in a great position. Less than 200 to win on a hard pitch to bat on. Yeah, we got you, Pakistan. We got you. Fuller Murray's had a game for the ages. 18 not out on a difficult pitch in Pakistan. 4th innings to win the game. Seeley goes with 65. Add that to his 122. Pretty happy, averaging 36. If he can creep that up towards the 40 mark, I'll be very happy. Fuller Murray, quite rightly, man of the match. 1 apiece against Pakistan. Big decider. Lost the toss. But decent batting deck. They've got 4 wicket keepers and 3 all-rounders in their team. 2 bowlers, 2 openers. What's going on there? Last wicket got away from us just a little bit. 296 they end up with. A 40-run partnership for the 10th wicket. It always hurts you. Brandon Ali, he goes and bags a 5. That is test match number 6 for him that he's done that. Ali was superb. He's 30 years old now. Maybe this is his peak. It's normally around these ages. But he's actually played really, really well for us. This calendar year, 22 wickets at 23 is a phenomenal effort. That's frustrating. We were cruising. 1 for 134 to 222 all out. And Ashraf was the guy that did it. 23 years old. Bags a 5-fer. He's got 61 wickets at 27 by the age of 23. The back end of our innings fell away. Campbell's had a good series without being great. 350s, but he's, you know, normally excellent record of contributing massive scores. Not quite on this tour. We need a huge performance with the ball here. Bloody Nora. Oh, we had them for rights. We had him 8 for 134 and he had on almost 100 for the last 2 wickets. That's what kills you. Really, really annoying. Really annoying. We now need 287 to win. We've done these scores before, but more than likely you don't. The times you do, though, Rayford Campbell scores 150, and that's what he's done here. Man, this guy is so good. He's the best player I think I've had through the England save and through the West Indies save. His average is 47.6, so there's 20 centuries to his name. Match-winning centuries time and time again. Also, Alford 38, Seeley 36. We win the series. Ashraf man of the match, but quite rightly so. His spell of bowling was devastating. Campbell ends up topping the averages with 72, Fuller Murray 55, Seeley 49, Moa Beer 48. Pretty happy with that. Joel Mohammed had a relatively poor series by his numbers. On first class debut, Staple 18 wickets at 23. That, my friends, is a phenomenal effort. The world ratings like us for it. We move up 3 points. Pakistan moved down 2 points. Rayford Campbell in second place. And with the ball, Brandon Alley and Tyrone Alley 2 and 3. And Tyrone Alley down to 4. He had a poor series with the bat. Test World Championship enjoyed that as well. Also worth noting, with that series, Rayford Campbell, 92 test matches, has gone past Hilton for second most amount of runs on the saves. He's 4 away from 8,000 runs. I think the Test World Championship this time around is very much out of service. Could disrupt it for England, but the fact is New Zealand and India are on a charge. And going up against England is always huge for the Test World Championship. Win here, we could catch Pakistan. Good performance by Ali. He could get #1 all-rounder for the first time ever. Oh, there we go. 20 centuries, 13 of them 150s. Well done, Campbell. Also, Brandon Ali, 24 games, has got the opportunity to go past Jaden Seals. He needs 1 wicket and he's done it in 8 less test matches. His strike rate's higher. His economy rate is way lower. His fifers are really good. And there's a player of the match thrown into the mixer as well. 4 tests. Big time treatment over in England. We're going to get a seamer's deck. We'll do what you want, coach. Seeper sad it is. West Indies at home against England. Of course it's a bowling deck. We're at home. But huge contest for us. We're bowling first. We never seem to win the toss. Can we do it? They've got a brand new team, really. Steve Sutton, fresh off playing in goal 50 years prior. Averaging 50 from 32 games. That's the quality of the team. And Ahern comes in, 31 years old, 21 centuries at 46. That's what we needed. We had a really strong start to day 2. And we picked up 4 wickets in no time. Bowled them out for 302. And they had some good stuff here. Steve Sutton, former goalkeeper, scoring 113. And then Aretha Franklin, or Adam Franklin, obviously a relation, 4 test match centuries, an average of 49 for him. 61 average in first class cricket is exceptional. 5 for Brandon Alley, 4 for the Stapleton. And yeah, overall, pretty happy. Yeah, behind the tail gets blown away, of course it does. I actually expect better from this tail because Tyrone Alley's not bad with the bat, averages 17. Brandon Alley's not bad with the bat, averages 11. Alright, I'm picking straws here, but Fuller Murray with another century. Always scores at a decent rate. When he's in, when he's on, it's great. If he can get past the first, I don't know, 20 balls of the innings, he's a very good player. 10 test match centuries in 35 tests. It's an incredible record for him. But we do take a 33-run deficit. Runs down the order is really hurting us this episode. A 50-run partnership between Ogie and Astwood. Astwood, who averages 10, just got a career best, which is a bit of a shame. We did well at periods because they got going. They had 3 decent scores, but 337 to win on this sort of pitch is going to be extremely difficult. Impossible now without Campbell. Alright, that is actually pathetic. 109 all out. Winning the toss would be a good start to this second test, which we've not done again. 280. It's not bad. Staple in his 5th first class game ever. 5th professional game ever. Gets his 3rd fifer as well. Superstar with 3. Happy to see this. One thing he does give us is a bit of control with a 2.95 economy rate. Strike rate's extremely high from 6 games, so hopefully we'll see a little bit of improvement by that. But this innings would have been nothing without Robert Henley. He batted brilliantly, gave them stability, was just about last man out. 9 centuries to his name. Another guy just averaging over 40. Stop it. Whatever you're doing, just stop it. Because Seal is legit. 181, 26 years old, 306 balls. I'm going a long way around and saying how good he is. He's fit to play. I like that. And he's doing it well. He's averaging 40 now, 2 centuries to his name, 181 here against England. He's not scored his runs against poor opposition. He's played Pakistan, he's played against England. 2 centuries to his name. Alford with another 50, number 2 for him. He's only averaging 27, but there's still a lot to like. I think, yeah, first class number 5. Maybe look at moving him back above Mowabir. But that is a really good position to be in. We also got support down the order. Tyrone and Brandon, the twins, getting it done. 131 to win. We've got a great chance. Henley plays another blinder. 96 not out. This time to go with his 93. Wickets spread around. Tyrone Ellie was fantastic. The economy rates were fantastic. And now it's just a mere 131 to win. Day 4, session 2, uneven bounce, turning pitch. Let's do it. Oh my days, we're not going to do it, are we? We need 50 on day 5. We beat England. Alford and Mowabir with the runs. They get 30 odd apiece. They actually put on a real nice 67 partnership here. Just the stability, get us across the line. Seeley man of the match. 1 apiece against England. Also, maybe, just maybe seeing a bit more from Seepersad, because 3 for 3 for 3 for is a really consistent place to be. Rayford Campbell, that average of 47 really stands out in our lineup, doesn't it? Also, under the radar, Joel Mohammed's dropped down to a 35 average, so he's bang out of form. England strike back, 165 all out on day 1. No one scores 50. Tyrone Alley with 37 was nice. That was dreadful. That is one of the worst performances. Ali was amazing, 6 for 107, but the bowling attack was dreadful. Couldn't make inroads, couldn't get back-to-back. Sutton scores his 2nd century of the series. And then there's huge partnerships. 80 partnership for the 7th wicket. They've got a 219 run lead. We are staring down the barrel. Crap. Lose by an innings an 86. 277. Joel Mohammed gets 100. That's a much overdue 100 actually, because his... he hasn't scored a 50 on that entire screen. That's quite embarrassing. Embarrassing. It's not great. But there was lots of starts, lots of not going on for us. We've changed the pitch. It's not quite as seamer friendly. It's a little more spinner friendly. Wind him up and watch him go. Tyrone Alley performs on a spinner's deck. He's having a fantastic episode for us, isn't he? A 6, a 6, a 5. It's a great year. 39 at 22. Last calendar year, 27 at 28. That is some real high-profile stuff. But we've got an injury. Seepersad is down injured again. Okay, 444 to win. Alford scores 105. Test match century number 1. Fantastic knock. 105 off 248. 11 fours, a 6, a 42 strike rate. He did it alongside Sonny Mowabir, who was at stump for 87. I know he's not what he was, but his average of 35 at the moment this calendar year is just enough. I thought Campbell was about to go big, but he got bogged down a little bit at times. Didn't quite look at his fluent best. But it's another 50 for him, 42 50s from 96 test matches. They need 444 to win on an uneven bouncing, sharp turning pitch. But we are on day 4, so the draw is in play as well. Match drawn. Lose the series. I think we would have won this if we had 4 bowlers. But we had 3 bowlers bowl over 40 overs each. And most of their spells were when they were absolutely knackered. So we go down 2-1 to England. So end of the episode, Tyrone Alley is going to end up number 3. And it's only just behind Indian and Afghanistan representatives. Tyrone Alley is number 3 in the world with the ball. That's not a bad effort actually for us. Sorry, he's number 2 in the world with the ball. He was 3 in all rounders. 2 with the ball. Brandon Alley in 6. Also Staple, fresh off professional debut, is doing pretty well as well. 43rd. And Rayford Campbell in 7th. T20 ratings, yikes. ODI ratings, mid-table. Test match ratings, 102. Does mean with that 5-4 hole, 5 seasons in a row we've been in that position. But it's also been since year 14 since we last hit number 4. So we're 11 years of being a reasonable cricketing team. And it's our 3rd year in a row finishing with over 100 points. So we're at the peak, even though some of the performances don't feel like it. But that will do it for today. We'll be back next time. Season number 26 is on its way.